Everyone, it is Saturday and it is a very, very, very beautiful Saturday afternoon. The sun has been shining all day. The leaves are just starting to turn on the oak tree that sits just outside of our kitchen windows, and a lot of the trees that you probably can't see quite so much around here have started to turn and drop their leaves, and it really is feeling all kinds of cozy. I've come down to the chicken coop to give the girls their corn, and we have some very, very happy hens because we've given their chicken coop a little bit of a spruce up. They naturally, what chickens do is they kind of scratch up the grass, and what we were advised to do was to just let them scratch it up, enjoy themselves, fill your boots, ladies, and once the grass is gone, then either think about replacing the grass or put something different down. And we opted to go for a wood chip that was, I think, specific for them. The lady at the place where we got the hens basically said that this is a really good hygienic thing to have, and it's easy to sort of like rinse down and things like that. So we have a new chicken coop floor for the girls, and good morning, my girls. You are looking so plump and so happy. Yes, you are. A little bit muddy because it did get a little bit muddy, especially Snowdrop. She's looking a little bit muddy, but hopefully now that the new wood chip is down, you can see all of the dropped leaves. Hopefully once she gives herself a bit of a clean down, or we could give her a bath, to be honest. But I'm not sure how that would go down. She might not like me because of that. A few little updates as well. We've got them this new feeder, this galvanised steel, not feeder, water dispenser, which they actually prefer to the plastic one. It's the one that they always go for. It's a lot smaller. I would have loved it a bit bigger. So we're thinking about getting 2 for them. It looks lovely as well, so we're now trying to see what we can find for their feeder. Still on the hunt for their big dust bath, but they are absolutely loving it. And so my job this morning, which both Ali and I are sort of settling quite well into our jobs when it comes to the chickens. Generally, I'm the person that comes down in the mornings, first thing in the morning, or if I've like got a busy morning, I'll come down later on and I will muck out the girls, collect the eggs and bring them in. And Mr. Millen Gordon is very good at doing the sort of big clean down once every few weeks. And at the moment, it seems to be working really well. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, touch wood, but they seem to be in good health and in good spirits, laying really happily, so we might have found a really good mix. And actually, for me, it's become a little bit of a ritual. And now, oh my goodness me, it's time to muck out. Time to muck out the happy hens. You might also have realised that we've gone from 2 dogs to 4 dogs. We have a sleepover from Tatty and Bolly this weekend, which is really lovely because I don't think Tatty's ever had a sleepover at our house, and she's still a puppy, so I think it's good for her to sort of get used to our house without mum and dad, and just, you know, a good weekend with Auntie Lydia and Uncle Ali. This is what I use, my little galvanised bucket, a little trowel, and I just go in and I spot clean every day. What I also like to do is to give their bedding a bit of a fluff so that it's all nice and fluffy for when they get back into bed. Like a fresh duvet, but not. You okay, Jemima? Come on, Bluebell. Good girl. Tatty! Good girl! Good girl, Tatty! Good girl! Say hello! Say hello! Good girl, Tatty! Good girl! Good girl, yes! There you are! You were chilling inside, weren't you? Now your turn to go out. One thing I need to update you on is my L-glutamine journey. Wow. This supplement so far has literally changed the game for me, like completely. It's just flipped everything on its head. So to give you a backstory, I discovered this through Emily English, who is a nutritionist that I follow online. She's the girl that, she's just released her book called So Good, because in her videos she goes, so good. And she's really lovely. And she was talking about what she'd experienced through using L-glutamine. And it was a lot of the things that I was sort of could really benefit from. So I went and searched, did some research. This had like amazing reviews on Amazon. And it basically centers around, first of all, recovery. So that was one of the first ones that I was sort of like, not really in need of like huge help when recovering. I don't work out really like tremendously or anything like that. Gut health was the main focus for me, because in my life, I would say that I can't remember going more than a day or two, if I'm lucky, without having an upset tummy. Whether that's through bloating, whether that's through being unwell, that kind of thing. And I've just lived like that. I know that we've spoken a lot about like gluten-free and blah, 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 blah. And whilst going gluten-free has always really massively like improved things, it wasn't like a foolproof thing. It helped a lot with bloating, it helped a lot with the upset tummy, but it wasn't like across the board. And I think you just get used to living a certain type of way. And so I started taking this last week, and I took my first glass on the Sunday, and then I had another glass in the morning. So I trained more rigorously than I normally would on a Monday. We ended up doing quite a lot, and for me anyway, I'm not like a, you know, gym bunny or anything. And it usually takes 48 hours for my DOMs to kick in, and my DOMs kicked in by that evening, same day. So I trained in the morning, by the evening my DOMs kicked in. And I'm imagining that DOMs is basically your muscles going into some kind of recovery mode, just to show that you've worked them, but they also are potentially recovering. Again, no scientist, no doctor. With everything, make sure you consult your professional, you know, GP, doctor, whoever it is that you see. Not me. I'm just telling you about my experience. And I thought that that was really interesting. And then I was like, oh, I've not been unwell today. That's interesting. And then Tuesday I wasn't unwell, and I had some, what are they? Chocolate digestives, which usually straight away. And I thought that's really interesting, because I've not even bloated from them. Then I had fish and chips, and I was like, again, not being unwell, again, not getting bloated, what is going on? Then I had some bread, and not just like sourdough, it was like bread, and again, no bloating. And I thought this was really, really interesting. And then last night I've gone out and I've had glasses of wine, I've eaten a whole pizza, and this was not a gluten-free pizza. I've had chips, I had a chicken Caesar salad, I had lots of glasses of wine, I enjoyed myself. Not a moment of bloating.
And I'm like, right, okay, that is 1 week down where I have not been unwell. And I cannot tell you a time where that has ever happened. And then I'm like sat there last night at dinner and I'm like, look, I've just eaten a whole pizza and like my trousers are still like loose. Usually I'd be like undoing my top button. So strange. So obviously I'm going to continue to monitor things with this, but for me it has, maybe it's a placebo, I don't know. I'm sure, in fact, let me get my phone. I think it's upstairs because we'll talk through one of the articles that I read about it. But basically the one that I've got is from a company called Thorne. I think this is a American company and this is their L-glutamine powder. You can get tablets. Like I said, just pop it in a glass of water. It's super easy. The dogs are playing outside, so yeah. Okay, so this is the article that I ended up reading. This was on women's health. And it says, what are the benefits of L-glutamine and is it worth taking? In the world of supplements, there are some most people are familiar with, looking at calcium, and others like L-glutamine that you may have heard of but kind of sort of have no idea what they are. It says L-glutamine may help support the gut microbiome and modulate inflammation according to a 2021 review in Food Science and Human Wellness. It appears to help strengthen the gut wall, potentially helping with leaky gut and improving the symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. It's considered fuel for the immune system. While glucose is the main source of energy for your body, immune system cells like lymphocytes and neutrophils use glutamine at a similar or higher rate as glucose. It helps the gut absorb nutrients better, it can do, and it's shown promise with recovery and performance. It can also help with the effects of stress, which I think that stress is often quite a subconscious thing, so I think that could probably be quite helpful. I just wanted to tell you about my benefits. As with everything, there are potential side effects. I think that the benefits are reversed if you have a sensitivity to L-glutamine or are allergic to it. So it's sort of like the pros are not pros, they're just cons, if that makes sense. So at the moment, really positive. It's something that I'm really, I'm almost looking forward to taking it in the mornings because it's helped me so much. So I wanted to give you an update. Week 1, L-glutamine journey, that's kind of where we're at. Second of all, this week you're going to see, if you're following me on Instagram, that I've worked with Space NK, and I wanted to show you the bits that I got from there, but also let you know that I've got a discount code. If you wanted to pick up anything like a birthday present or anything like that, I've got a 20% off discount code. So I thought I'd pop it in this video and show you what I picked up, because some of these products are really blooming good, and sometimes being able to give context is really, I think, is important. So first and foremost, I've been using this non-stop. This is the Caudalie Vino Clean, and this is probably one of the best foaming cleansers I have ever used. It's gentle, so I don't get stingy eyes. Obviously you don't want to put it in your eye. You know, once I've wiped it off, washed it off, the residue doesn't ever cause any irritation to my eyes. It's super gentle, and I feel like at this time of year I'm wanting products that are a little bit more soft and gentle. I don't always want to resurface my whole life with my skincare routine. Some days I want my cozy girl skincare, and this is very much the cozy girl skincare. If you've heard of the clean girl, I'm your cozy girl, okay? And sometimes you want those products that are going to be super gentle. It's not, you know, it's not this really insane experience, other than really lovely products that feel really nice and leave your skin feeling lovely and not, you know, changing your whole existence. This for me is an everyday cleanser, morning, night. I am swearing by it. Lasts really well and smells beautiful. Very in line with the whole evergreen kind of vibe when it comes to products. I really feel like this is an evergreen girl approved. That teamed with the very end of my Caudalie Vino Clean micellar water. Again, these two together, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, because they're super gentle. They do exactly what you want them to do, whilst not destroying your skin or causing any sort of reactions. Super soft, super gentle, and whenever I use this, I'm like, wow, I thought my face was clean, and then I use this. I've used many different micellar waters. I would say that this is a more expensive micellar water than you're going to get at your Garnier level. I would say that it is much more enjoyable to use. much more gentle and actually really good as well as in micellar water, so amazing. The other thing, obviously you've heard me speak about this product for a million years, and this is the Neom, as we call it in our house, the bottom butter, because Ali once upon a time accidentally called it the bottom butter when it's actually the body butter. And this is their magnesium perfect night sleep body cream, body butter. This is one of the reasons why I don't fake tan so much. I don't know if I've told you this before. I tell everyone that will listen, so I probably have. But this is a supplement, a magnesium supplement that absorbs through your skin. And it was when I used this that made me realise how, first of all, spectacular our skin is, because it is literally absorbing these products that we're putting on it into our bloodstream, and that is affecting us. So when it's a good product like this and it's absorbing into the skin, that's fine, because that's got a supplement, and magnesium is amazing for helping you get a good night's sleep. But I was worrying a lot. I actually remember speaking to my life coach, Jacqueline, about it and saying to her, like, I'm at this point where I'm like, I really love looking golden and glowy, but like, I also feel like I'm putting this on my skin almost every day. And I think every now and again when you want that like zhuzh, I've always said it's part of my self-care routine, because it really does like lift me up if I'm feeling a bit like run down or whatever. It just gives me a new lease of life. But I'm saving it more for like special occasions at the moment. I'm still using it on my face whenever I look at my face and I'm like, you look a bit pale, Lydia. And it's standing me in good stead. I'm actually really enjoying being like my natural skin tone. Even one of the girls that works with me was like, is this your natural colour now? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, it's really nice. I was like, oh, I'll be grey by January, don't worry. This product is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I put it on when I'm like, do you know what? You're going to bed early. Let yourself go into a really, really deep sleep, and it works. Oh my goodness. And it's beautiful on the skin as well, because it's got vitamin E, grapeseed oil, shea butter, 13 essential oils, and magnesium to help you relax. Again, this is that cozy girl. Like, if you're looking to have your cozy girl night skincare routine, you've got to do your body as well. I'm just saying it, you've got to do your body. So if you want to pick it up with 20% off, it's on Space NK at the moment. You can pick up anything, like it's across the site. You can make use of this. So if you're wanting to pick up, I don't know, some other things that you've been looking at, you can do so. If you want to try some of these things as well, I've also got my own personalized wish list on there, so you can go and shop that. There's things on there that I want and I really want to try, but there's also things that I really love and have loved for years, and maybe some new things that I've loved, maybe some old things. So really good to go and have a look at what it is that I'm liking at the moment if you want to. The next one is the Bamford Nighttime Pillow Mist. This is one of my favourite of all time pillow mists. I think this is one of the nicest smelling, and again, it's a very evergreen approved brand, and it is part of a cozy night's sleep. And I think that this is one of the things I talk a lot about in my book Evergreen, is that creating those moments around things that maybe don't feel as luxurious, like the darker nights in winter time, and going to bed earlier. If you make it into a ritual of moments that you enjoy, like, you know, I get to spritz my pillow, I get to pull my sheets back, prepare my book that I'm going to read just for a few hours or a half an hour to get myself ready and go to bed. Like, really make a beautiful ritual out of going to bed and cocooning and resting, because literally, as I say in the book, every sign in nature at this time of year is telling you to sort of cocoon, hibernate, rest. The nights are longer, the days are shorter, the trees have let go of their leaves, like everyone is just preserving their energy. And so really lean into those moments of rest, I would say. And this, I've always loved a pillow mist. It feels so luxurious to just spritz my pillows, whether I'm getting out of bed in the morning or whether I'm getting into it at night. I love it. I love linen sprays, but this one is for the, oh yes, Ali loves this one as well, so that's in there as well. Then I placed an order with Victoria Beckham. I watched the David Beckham documentary, and I don't know if anyone felt the same way as me, but like when I watched episode 2 of what he went through and all of the things that he experienced, it really gave me a lot of reassurance in like my own journeys and things like that, and just, you know, knuckling down, getting on with things, enjoying life, and doing whatever you can. And I was so inspired. And also I thought it was really interesting because there was a lot of talk about how Victoria Beckham was like sort of villainized in the press. And I don't know, I think it made me like, I don't know, I think I've always been really fond of her, but just she was so likeable, and it made me realise how quickly just that small moment can sort of flip. And I saw lots of posts where people were saying, you know, the way that she was villainised in the 90s, we owe her an apology. And I remember seeing the comment underneath it that said, let's save this headline for Meghan Markle in 30 years time. Really good food for thought for me, because I was like, interesting how time and a really well executed piece of like docuseries or whatever can change a narrative around a human. And it's just always really good to remember when you're sort of talking about someone, or I don't know, like you're building your own idea of a person, to consider that everything can change very quickly. And I thought that gave me a lot of hindsight. It also gave me a lot of love. And do you know what I did? I went straight onto her website and I was like, yes, this is what I'm all about. I love this. So I placed an order with her, and this was the product that made me really want to get some more of her products. This is the Victoria Beckham nude eyeliner. I use this so much every single day. When I don't want to wear loads of makeup, loads of concealer, I use this to spot correct. So I don't know if you can see, but I've got a little blemish on my lip. Can I come in that close? You can see, yeah, it's just there. And I just literally like put that on there and dab, and like this little thing on the end of my nose, I just put it on there like that, and I just dab, and it just kind of helped. So the things that I ordered, because this was sent from there, this was PR, I ordered 2 bronzers, and I definitely think that shade 2 is my winter one. And I love that it comes with 2 shades in the compact. Really good size as well. I find my Charlotte Tilbury one is just massive, and I love that, but I also hate it. This is a really nice size, really easy to transport. That would probably fit in my mini Kelly as well. So it's like good mirror, 2 colours as well, which I think is really good, because Alex always uses 2 bronzers on me, 2 different shades. A lighter one on the outside and then a sort of darker one in the middle, so it sort of blends out. And that's kind of what Victoria Beckham is doing with her bronzers. I bought 2 though, because I wasn't sure. She's got quite a few different shades, quite a few different options when it comes to shades for her bronzers. So I got 3. Now 3 to me looks like it's going to be my more summery, warmy, spring summer face, I think. So I'll save that. Then I picked up 2 of her satin Kajal liners. This one is cinnamon, and I've seen her speak a lot about this online, and this is like your kind of sparkly, a little bit sort of rich and warm and deep. And then this would probably be my more everyday one. This is Cacao, that sort of warm but rich, dark, almost like mockery shade. And this is what I've got on at the moment. So if you're wondering, Lydia, what eyeliner are you wearing? I'm wearing Cacao from Victoria Beckham. And also I would say I've actually been using the little smudgy thing that comes with it, and that is great because your finger's just a bit too big, isn't it? That is genius, just to smoke it out a little bit, soften it, make it really nice and like undone. And then I also got one of her eyeshadow quads, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, A, have I been sent the wrong one? I'm gonna need to check this. It looks cooler in person. I wanted something that was like a warm brown, but these look almost like they have sort of bluey undertones, but I need to try them out. So that's what I got. This is the classic signature eyeshadow quad. Is it quad? Yes, quad. So that was that one. And then the final thing is my fragrance that I'm wearing today, and I almost feel like this is a bit of an end of an era, because this first and foremost is a first ever Clive Christian fragrance that I have ever had. So I would feel very, very lucky, because these are high-end luxury fragrances. You know how I feel about British brands. Fragrances, I'm very, very particular about. I'm very, very like pro-British fragrances, fragrance houses, but also I want something quite unique, and I want something that's going to do absolutely everything that I want, and I want something that's going to be quite evocative as well. This is the anniversary collection of the iconic feminine fragrance. It comes in a blue bottle. This usually comes in a sort of black bottle, and this is their feminine fragrance. Ali has the masculine one. And first and foremost, what I want to say is that this is an incredibly complex fragrance, and I think that that is what Clive Christian is so known for. Like, that is their thing. They make complex fragrances. So from what I understand, I think this has over 200 ingredients in the women's fragrance, and I think it's about 150 in the men's iconic fragrance. This is an explosion of damask rose, the queen of flowers, meets with rich saffron and a honeyed kiss of plum and violet, crystal clear florals, amber sparkle, to create the feminine perfume of an iconic pair. Perfectly crafted, this amber floral, which, if anybody knows me, an amber floral is my jam, and poised for longevity. And it says it's as personal as a whispered secret. This perfume evokes a sense of luxurious intimacy and timeless allure. Fragrance family is amber floral. The top note is bittersweet leather and sensual saffron, the king of spices, whose use in perfumery can be traced back to antiquity. The heart is that damask rose, gathered from Bulgaria's Valley of Roses, picked only in the months of May and June at dawn. And then those base notes, which I really, really love. This is their honey sourced locally from local beekeepers in the south of France, gives a warm tone and amplifies the floral notes. I haven't ever smelled anything like this before, and it almost feels like I have a new autumn fragrance, which I can't believe I'm saying this, but obviously that doesn't mean I'm not ever going to wear it again, but like, this is really quite special. And the men's, like, oh my goodness me, the men's, I think I could possibly wear the men's as well, because it really has those strong amber notes that just, oh, lovely. So anyway, I'll link all of these in the description box down below, but I wanted to do a little bit of like a new in beauty to show you, because I don't often do this, and I think there are so many beautiful brands that I love, and so sometimes I just like to give it a little bit of a highlight. And also, if you're in the market for something, just hearing, you know, what it is that I'm loving at the moment, it might help you make a decision. It might help you with a Christmas present or a Thanksgiving present or whatever. So I actually have a box to get into with you that I ordered from H&M, and I know that we've spoken a lot about this over the last few months, and I really wanted to start putting together my timeless, elegant, on the high street videos for you. And I wanted this to be a sit down video. However, I'm not entirely certain that I'm going to have enough time to film and execute this video tomorrow morning. And I don't want it to impact me going to see my grandma. So I hope you understand that this one is, I wanted to show you what's in here, because I think there's going to be some really good pieces in here. I haven't done this for a while, and I want to be very, very clear from the outset that there are pieces that I love buying from H&M, like love. It is by far my favourite high street store of them all. I don't really shop from Zara, just purely because it's very trend led, I find, and whilst H&M has their very clear trend pieces, you can get some really, really good quality, timeless pieces as well. So within this series, we kind of sat around as a team and we thought about what it was we wanted to achieve with these videos. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm finding you things that are going to stand the test of time in your wardrobe. I'm going to find things that mean that you don't have to keep buying different items each season. I want there to be varying price tags. So I've looked at the playing field and we kind of narrowed it down to a few brands. So for me, that real high street element, H&M, all day, every day. I shop there myself, I spend my own money there, I wear many different things from H&M, and I still have many items in my wardrobe that have stood the test of time from the brand. There are items within this haul that I already have in my wardrobe as a higher price point. I will likely send those pieces back, and I'm really just showing you fit, quality and what's available, and showing you where to shop. So I hope it's informative for you. Timeless and elegant fashion is not just something for people with loads of money. Like, it just isn't. And I think that yes, quality and fabrics play a huge part, but you'll know this is something that I talk about a lot. H&M has linens, cashmeres, silks. They have really amazing pieces. I'm so excited because there is actually a pair of jeans in here that I saw and I feel like, oh my gosh, I've actually found my jeans that I have been searching for a lot cheaper for 100 years. First and foremost, so this shirt was a sort of oversized men's cotton shirt to just wear with jeans, even just on like days like today. Oversized, it kind of billows when you tuck it in. I'll obviously pop try-ons and bits and pieces like that for you to see as well, and everything linked in a full outfit down below. And the best part about this shirt is this is 100% cotton. So this is H&M on the high street, 100% cotton. I got this in an extra small, and this is their Pima cotton. And this is from their premium collection, and that's also what I really like about H&M, is that they offer options. You'd be able to get this in their not so premium collection. I think I've got it in here as well. This was $64.99, so it's not quite as expensive as like a Beaufort and Blake shirt, but it is still in that sort of mid-tier, so it's not sort of like 20 quid, but you've got that 100% cotton, which I think is amazing. Other than the fact that I have just skipped ahead on this, and I am actually wearing the mum jeans that I told you about, I wanted to see first of all what they looked like with the shirt, but I thought it would be really helpful for you to see the shirt styled with the more affordable jeans as well. I obviously had my redone ones on, but I think that showing you like this can be a bit better. So I do get to these jeans, I will talk you through them. But first and foremost, what I've done is I have steamed the shirt. Steaming is an essential with anything on the high street. When it arrives, it's going to have been packaged up in a really small package. It's going to be creased, it's going to look a little bit sad and unloved. Get it out and steam it first. So this is more of a boyfriend sort of husband shirt style, which was what I really wanted. I wanted it to look like I had one of Ali's shirts, where the sort of, you know, the collar quite rigid and open. If I want to, I can scooch the sleeves up like so. And if you want to go for the sort of, you just kind of tuck it in, let it billow out, let the collar stand rigid like that. And I'd personally go for a classic shoe. Add a blazer if you wanted to, but for me it's all about the shirt. This shirt does all of the talking. It's statement, can roll up the sleeves, a little bit of styling goes a long way, and steam, steam, steam. And I can show you now the more lower tiered options. So let's take a close look at the fabric. You will be pleased to know that this is 100% cotton as well. Very, very impressive. I would say that the shade of this has more of a bluey tone to it, whereas the premium cotton has a slightly warmer tone, which is going to be a lot more complementary on an autumn skin colour like me. Slightly less oversized as well, so more of a classic fit. This is a classic Oxford shirt, so really, really great to have. I don't think you can go wrong with one of these in your wardrobe personally. This is the kind of thing that I would end up buying like 2 or 3 of, and I wear them every day if I'm like working from home. Pair of comfy jeans, and I feel great. Like I feel smart, I feel put together, no brainer. Now I will say that if you want that Beaufort and Blake feel of their brushed cotton shirts that they have out in autumn winter, but you don't have the same budget to put towards it, these are such a good option, like so good. This is a classic Oxford shirt, maybe slightly longer, but for me that's just a win. It makes it even more versatile. Now at the moment maybe doesn't look that great. For me it's all about the styling with shirts. I love a rolled up sleeve. I think it gives a feeling of relaxedness to an outfit with a shirt, stops it looking quite so boxy, also reveals the wrist, which is something that I'm really big on in terms of creating and drawing the eye. It's just that tucked in look, really billowy. You can still get it with this shirt as well. This isn't quite so oversized and the collar is not quite so rigid. It has a bit more of a casual feel to it, but you still get that same vibe. I love it, really soft, 100% cotton and $18.99. Now, the hero of this haul. These jeans are the jeans that I have been searching what feels like my entire life for them. H&M, if you are listening, please do these jeans in a solid, undistressed indigo. That is the only thing that I am now missing in my wardrobe. I wanted this darker wash denim, this, like they're super high-waisted. Like sometimes you get high-waisted jeans and I'm like, that's a mid-rise. How can you see that's high-waisted? Really comfortable, super soft. The fit is the dream. These honestly fit identically to my white Beaufort and Blake jeans, which are one of my favourite pairs of jeans to wear, but these are the blue option. Okay, next up we have a pair of trousers, and I love H&M trousers. You'll know that my linen double pleat trousers I wear so much. I wanted something a little bit more autumnal and a little bit more wintry than the linen, but I wanted that same shape. And these look like a great great option. Imagine this with a classic wool cable knit, some boots, a nice belt, scarves, that kind of thing. Just that heavier weight material in this biscuit beige. I think that it could look quite sort of old time classic. I always go for a high waist because I don't have huge hips. I'm a very up and straight and whatever person, and I kind of want to create the illusion of a shape. So I do so by opting for high-waisted silhouettes, and I also find them more comfortable. So yes, great classic pair. These also come in a number of different colours. A classic black would work just as well, but I feel like I've already got a pair of H&M, I think they're premium black high-waisted trousers that I wear so much. They're such amazing quality. I've had them for years and everyone always compliments me when I wear them, so I kind of wanted to find another option for slightly different colour. So these are the beige, and the price point on these is $19.99 as well, so a really good option for something that's, oh, I can see it with the shirts, it looks great with the shirts, I can see it. When you're watching this, the clocks will have changed, so you're probably watching this, I hope, on your TV somewhere, cozied under a blanket. Might I remind you that just because you're watching on your TV, please do leave comments in the comment section down below and let me know what you liked and enjoyed in the video, because I love to read them, and I know it's very different when you're watching me on your TV. You're not really going to go on your phone and comment, but I'd love it if you did, because I love hearing from you and I love hearing your opinions. So yeah, anyway, rapidly losing light, so I haven't steamed these in the way that I would want to. What I would generally tend to do is steam in the pleats. They did have pleats, but they were in the wrong place, and I thought, I don't have time because the light is going. However, these really are the sort of wintry, autumn wintry version of my linen ones. I potentially will keep these because I think that they're a really good option. I obviously wouldn't wear my linen ones at this time of year. I've just teamed it with the shirt, which is the lower price point shirt, still in 100% cotton. These are so comfortable, and they come in 100 different colours, and they're a classic. You can wear them tucked in boots, you can wear them with knitwear. I would probably encourage you to add a lovely belt to them, just to sort of add intrigue to this area, but you don't have to. You don't have to listen to me. Yes, so these are great and a really lovely classic colour. Very much my beige tones, but they have other colours on there as well. Great for workwear, great for casual wear, great for working from home because they are comfortable. And this is what I'm saying to you, you don't have to wear your pyjamas. I know there are people that want to, and you wear your pyjamas, but if you're like me and you really enjoy getting up, being fully ready and knuckling down with work, then these are going to be like essentially your tracksuit bottoms, but for someone who doesn't want to wear tracksuit bottoms. This is a sort of oatmeal and black striped knitted dress, and I loved that it had that Breton style, but it also has, I hate jumper dresses that kind of billow in at the bottom. I think they're so unflattering. Having that either straight cut or that kick out is always what you want to be looking for. It just adds a little bit of balance to things. And this has a really nice subtle kick to the bottom, and I thought this with boots, with a nice scarf over the top of it, it could be really flattering. Really soft, it's not too rigid. I hate knitwear that is too rigid and just feels kind of boxy. I want it to be really soft, malleable and comfortable to wear. Okay, this I kind of love. I'm not usually like a horizontal stripe, especially across my body, because sometimes I feel like it makes it kind of makes you look a bit bigger. But this, do you know what this reminds me of shape-wise? I've got two really classic dresses in my Karen Millen collection, one in grey and one in black, and they pair with some cardigans that I've got so beautifully. The shape of this reminds me of that. It fits really well. Super soft, lightweight as well, so it means that it's not going to lose its shape. Sometimes when you wear dresses as long as this, they get pulled down by gravity and end up like not looking great. This is so like easy to wear, it's unreal, and I feel like you could put a little sort of Princess Diana-esque jacket over the top, black accessories. This is really comfortable, really comfortable. This would be a great work from home, look good outfit, whilst also being something you can just wear to the office. Like, it's one of those versatile pieces that I think you're going to love being at home in, walking around in the colder months when you've got a long coat on. I think this is a really good one, and oh, so soft. Even added a hat to it. You can do the whole shebang. Like, love this. Love it with the hat. Oh my god.
love. I loved the look of this because it felt quite, what's the word? It felt very Lauren Manugian. I never know if I'm saying her name right, but she is like a New York based wool designer, very minimalist style, very classic. I've got a few of her cardigans and pieces, and she does also sets, and this is like a jumper and dress set. Now I prefer a dress to a skirt because I think it just, you know, it's not going anywhere. The skirts can fall down. This isn't going anywhere because it's underneath, and then you've got the jumper that goes over the top, and this is really fluffy. So it almost has like, it's like a cloud. And this oversized jumper, for me, this is beautiful. Like the fluffiness looks so elevated and so expensive that this is really, like, I saw the detailing of this on the website, and I thought that is something that could look really elevated. I feel like it's not really doing me any favors. It feels quite boxy at the moment. It makes me feel, I don't know what it is. It makes me feel quite, maybe it's because there's no sort of waist, maybe we need it a bit higher. I've got a belt to see if like cinching it in maybe helps. Oh, I quite like it cinched in actually. They're quite broad anyway, and I'm almost feeling like this accentuates my shoulders. Let me get my shoes on and tell me what you think. It almost needs to be smaller and more fitted in the jumper because it's really quite nice and fitted in the dress. But who knows? I might watch this back and think actually it looks really lovely, but you'll have to let me know in the comments. It just feels a bit sort of top heavy at the moment, but super cozy. And if you're looking for something that is like loungewear that you want to feel nice in, then I think if this is your kind of style, then you're probably going to feel quite lovely in this. I love the softness of it. I love the detail of the fluffiness of it gives almost like a vignette to the outfit that just softens the edges of you a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm not 100% on this one, so I think at this stage, without having watched this back, I don't think I'm keeping this. More knitwear pieces. I've got quite a few of these jumpers, but I think that they are absolutely classic pieces. So again, like what I'm wearing today, this is a Lily Silk cashmere, and I think this is such a gorgeous outfit. You can add a silk scarf under the roll neck, which just adds a little bit of depth and intrigue and consideration. I think it really shows that you've thought about your outfit when you add something as beautiful as a silk scarf, but you can still be wearing it with jeans and ballet pumps or something like that. I think that works really well. This is also a really good length. Beautiful timeless colour. I forgot to mention as well, by the way, that this jumper actually has the matching skirt. Now, like I said, I think I'm going to love the dress and the jumper more. This is maybe just a good one for at home, but I think that there'll be a lot of girls that like that more minimalist style that this could work really, really well for. It may not be the one. Well, I feel like this looks really nice on. I feel like the length on this is really good because it's not sort of stopping at my hips, because the only thing that I find with like these more tube shapes is that they can accentuate your hips, and so I think it's about sort of creating that silhouette from there down. It does have these side slits, which I'm not really into side slits on anything, especially knitwear, but I actually think it breaks this up quite nicely. Now this is quite itchy, I'm not going to lie, it's not as cozy as I hoped it would be. I rolled up the sleeves with some elastic bands to keep them up, again just to show the wrist, to create the shape. I love this red with this tone as well, because this has almost like a peachy tone to it, and so I quite liked this bag with it. But yeah, I prefer this. I don't know if it's one that I will definitely keep because I'm quite itchy around my neck, quite itchy on my legs. But let me know in the comments, because I almost feel like you might like this one, because I kind of like it too. So yeah. So these again are another pair of trousers that I was very interested in, and I feel like I'm even more interested in them now because they are so much better in person. But I don't think they're as high-waisted as I would have hoped. So this is like a wool marl trouser, and just to show you up close the texture, because it does look very elevated, so it's got that almost sort of tweedy look to the wool, which I really like, but I don't think either this size is too big for me, or we're gonna have to try them on. It said high-waisted, but that looks that does look not high-waisted. Just a quick one from me on these ones so that I don't ramble. These are an absolute no. Wrong size, like definitely wrong size, not sure what's happened here. They're definitely not high-rise either. These aren't high-waisted. These are more of a mid-rise, and as beautiful as this fabric is, I think it's really lovely. These sort of remind me shape-wise of my LK Bennett blue trousers, that cropped but flared leg. However, they're so itchy. My goodness me, so itchy. They need to be like fully lined so that they're not itchy. So yeah, these are a definite no, just so we're on the same page. And you might be looking at this thinking, Lydia, this is 50 Shades of Beige. Like I mentioned, I'm an autumn colour shade. And for me, sticking to those warmer tones and those classic tones is my personal style. If you want someone that's more colourful in their approach to fashion, there are so many people on Instagram, like Erica Davies and people like that, and Paula Hillhouse Vintage has such an interesting style as well. There's so many people that you can go to for that more like pop of colour, eccentricity. I am your timeless classic, neutrals, and sometimes you might get a pop of colour in there if you're lucky. This was a practical purchase. Like, I'm 110% just keeping this for myself. This is going to be my winter beanie for the dog walks, because look how cozy that is. Oh my gosh, like so soft, so beautiful, and such a gorgeous shade. Like, even with this jumper, gorgeous. So this was just a, I know I'm keeping this, you don't have to worry kind of thing. See, this one I'm interested in. I honestly, I feel like this season H&M has changed the game. Like, this is such a different standard of knitwear. Everything feels so much better. I don't know whether I've just chosen well, but this feels so high-end. And I love that. There's nothing worse than seeing something online and being like, that looks amazing, and then it arrives and you're like, wow, that's not good. Cream jumper, really lovely, can't go wrong with that. And I think that this is the thing that you can add over smarter trousers, or I've got this beautiful ivory silk skirt from Lily Silk, and just pairing it with a relaxed jumper looks so wonderful. So you can really dress these pieces up and down, and in these colours personally, I think you're always going to get the longevity out of them, because they're really versatile. Because you can have this, and if you've got like a pop of colour coat, this is going to look really lovely with it, because it's a basic, it's understated, you can let the coat do all of the talking. That's what I love. I was not planning on keeping this jumper, but I think this is brilliant. I think this is such a lovely, this jumper I would say is on par with my Lily Silk one that I was wearing earlier. This is brilliant, like so soft. The colour is perfection. I've teamed it with some richer tones to just give it a bit of depth. Same jeans, this is phenomenal. I love the sort of ruching of the sleeves. I like that it feels a bit oversized, it feels really relaxed. It doesn't feel like I've like tried, and I think that that's one of the things I would say is that I always see a lot of like elegant dressing online as something that's quite, I don't know, it feels a bit stuffy, whereas I also think that there's like a quiet elegance in the more pared back style of things. The relaxed jeans, just like these ones, some ballet pumps, a nice jumper, but a really well thought out jumper, and beautiful colour. They feel soft, they feel luxurious, and I think they look amazing. The pop of colour is just perfection. Oh, I love this. You could add a silk scarf just to add a little bit of pattern. This is actually really, gosh, cute. What is this final piece? Yeah, so this is 70% cashmere and 30% wool. And this is a basic sort of greige jumper. Now, you'll know I really love places like Lily Silk for cashmere, and I think that I get such great pieces from there. However, if you are someone that prefers to shop on the high street in places like H&M, this is an option. It's not pure cashmere, and that will reflect in the price, but it's a good basic, it's a good option, and it's super soft as well. Also feels very, very in line with this one, and I know that this jumper is a lot more expensive. This is about £300 jumper, and this is £159. So it's not £300, but you have sort of lost that little element of cashmere in there, so they've probably been able to adjust the price. It also doesn't have the detailing, but this would look really lovely with some cashmere trousers. It's funny actually, I feel like this is almost like the Hermes taupe shade, but this is really soft, really simple, really classic, and very nice and lightweight. It's good for sort of tucking into these jeans. and not creating a bulk. Obviously you can add a belt if you want to, but this is just a great little classic. This is one that I personally probably wouldn't keep because I feel like I've got one of these already in my wardrobe, but I wanted to show you in case you were in the market for one in this particular colour, something in a really lovely soft cashmere. But it's definitely not a high street price, but it's definitely a lower end option for cashmere. I'm being very careful about the language that I'm using when describing this, but you know, I want to manage the expectations and that it is a different type of fabric, and it does have its purpose, but it may not be the correct price point. I do always try to get the lower price point wherever I can in making these videos. So yeah, good little option there, love. So I'll link all of these pieces in the description box down below. I really, really hope to have my ducks in order when I do my next timeless and elegant basics, but I hope it's okay that I've included it in this video, in this kind of vlog. It'll make it super long, but you can kind of take it into chunks if you want to. If you want to watch like half an hour today and then watch half an hour tomorrow, it kind of makes it like you've got 2 vlogs. So yeah, I hope that works for you. Now I'm going to go and make myself a cup of Earl Grey tea, and I think I'm going to cuddle with the dogs on the sofa. Yes, lots of bits and pieces, but it's just so exciting at the moment. I don't know why I'm saying it's so exciting. I'm just in a really good mood today. I've got fresh nails. I had a wonderful time last night with our friends. We went to a tribute band locally to us, and Ali and Carrie's partner came, and we just had such a good night. Like honestly, my voice hurts from singing at the top of our lungs. We were singing along to Oasis and all of the good stuff. It was really good. So I'm like, I feel like I'm on cloud 9 at the moment. Just to show you what I decided to keep from the H&M bits and pieces, it's the jeans. I do think I'm going to keep this cream jumper, the trousers, the beanie, and the Victoria Beckham premium shirt, because I think it's a silhouette that I don't have, this oversized, quite like husbandy style shirt. Speak now or scream now in the comments if you think that I'm not keeping something that I should be. The knitted dress I decided to send back just because I've got my greys and my black ones from my Karen Millen collection. So for me, I've already got them, and the stripe I was like, I'd prefer to go for the plain. So I have, even though I think that is a really good option if you're looking for a striped jumper dress, I think my ones, I'm going to stick with those instead. I am craving my cup of Earl Grey tea, so I'm going to go downstairs and treat myself to some of that now. Perfect delivery for curling up on the sofa with 4 happy doggies and devouring the December edition of The English Garden with a cup of tea. And also this candle from Nest I love. I'll pop a link to the actual scent, but it's like a piney scent. It is so good, and I actually really like the packaging. It's not got Nest emblazoned all over it. It's just really lovely, subtle, festive feeling, and oh, it smells so strong. It makes our whole house smell of it. Just this one candle, 3-wick candle, is so good. So yeah, time to curl up. Now I have never seen such a wiggly bottom in all my life. Tatty mate, are you going to be good? And not pee-pee on things, because you are still a puppy. You are so good. You are so good. Away, Tatty mate. Away. 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 Ah, Tatty, come here. Tatty, come here. Sit. 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 You little hooligan. To get you a little bit calm, don't we? A little bit calm. You're a little Duracell bunny. You are a little Duracell bunny. Look at that. Ah, sit. 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 You've been a very good girl. Sit. Sit. You have to wait for Daddy, so for Uncle Ali, so he can come and sit with you. Because 4 dogs is too much for me to cope with. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness, you little Duracell bunny. Oh yes. Yes, Papa Chin. Yes. Time to relax, my darling. Little curly top. Little curly top. Look at me. You're giving me kisses. It's very nice of you. Thank you.
Right, food? She doesn't seem that hungry.
It is feeding time. Feeding time.
Bubbles.
Come on.
Forget that big easy.
The puppy canteen.
Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me.
It's okay, Tatty Boo.
Tatty. Dinner. 1, 2, 3.
Look at you being a good girl. She doesn't know what to do with herself.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
You're a goosey too. You and Barky are both goosies.
Yeah, part of the goosey gang.
She doesn't know what to do with herself.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
You're a goosey too. You and Barky are both goosies.
Tatty. Tatty. And then Bolly. So you go over there with them two and I'll do these two.
Okay.
14.
Right. Tatty. Bolly. Bolly. Tatty. Ready? Okay.
Right, who's going to finish first?
Barky will finish first,
Yeah.
40 will finish last. I reckon Tatty will come second. Because when they're puppies, they normally eat quicker.
Barky.
He's rapid,
Yeah.
isn't he? You do not swallow, you do not chew me. You were absolutely gross. He goes,
Yeah, it's like down in one.
Survival of the fittest, Dad.
40 just finished.
Yes.
It's because he's had to learn to eat quick because of botany. So about 40 seconds. Good girl, boy. Oh no, they're finished. They're licking the dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody ready to go out for wee-wees and poo-poos?
Good.
Come on,
Dogs
team,
eat
come on! Come on!
I must investigate just in case there's crumbs. My goodness me. Sit. Sit. Well done, everyone. In synergy. You can.
Tatty, sit.
Good boy, Wally. Stay sit. Sit. Good boy, 40. Tatty, you don't get a treat unless you sit. She can't stay still.
Yeah, she's got the wiggliest bottom.
Well done. Okay, you can have that one. There is there.
As always, Bolly is just like the most chilled out of all of
What's the
them.
matter? Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness, I can't stay still. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on, up you come, Bolly. Up. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Tatty Moo, you got your handbag. Goodness me, this cup of tea is going to go over with this many dogs everywhere. Oh my god. You got your Chewy Vuitton handbag. Yes. Chewy Vuitton. That is a dream house. Porty is literally me. He just sits and watches Tatty and Barkley play together. Yeah, Porty is just a little bit more like me. He just kind of, I don't know, he's more of an observer. Also a little bit grumpy. It's definitely like me. But look. These two, they're just puppies together. I think Barkley really appreciates having someone younger to just sort of really roughhouse with. Porty just likes to have his Chewy Vuitton bag, just like his mummy. These two are ready for bed. Yes, you are. Here you go. Sleepover. Sleepover. Yes. Goodness me, Daddy gives you the posh blankets. Good boy, Momo. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl. Oh. Well, it is definitely way past my bedtime, but I did have to tell you about the playlist that I found this evening. It was called Autumn Vibes Classical Instrumental. I just put in calm autumn and it came up with these three. Oh, we're refreshing. And these are, it honestly has some of the most beautiful and cozy songs, some of which I think you would have heard on like Instagram and TikTok, but yeah, really, really good ones. So if you're looking for a cozy, relaxing autumn playlist, this is really lovely. I'm just popping this at the end very, very quickly. Let me know if you liked that playlist, because I've been listening to it non-stop. Last night we were just sat in the living room with the fire on, listening to that cozy playlist. It was so nice. But I also wanted to let you know, if you didn't know, I have a website and it is lydiaelisemillen.com, and if you head over there and sign up to the newsletter, we've put together a bit of a Christmas planner to help you get ahead in the run up to Christmas. We actually wanted to release this a few weeks ago, but with everything happening with Evergreen, it just got a bit much. So now we are fully locked and ready to start tackling the Christmas sort of rush, but I want to do it in the most enjoyable way. I think one of the things that I've realized is that getting my mind in the right place, setting realistic expectations with things, and planning is the best way to ensure that I enjoy everything as much as possible in the run up to Christmas. All you have to do is head over to the website and sign up, and then when the next newsletter is released, it will include the Christmas planner for you. So you can use that, you can refer to it, you can print it off, you can keep it digitally, whatever's best for you, just to help you get ready and prepared for Christmas. I know I'm saying the Christmas word, I'm saying the C word, we are almost in November, so I feel like I'm allowed, but yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, bye!